So those of you that missed it, you missed out on a treat. I'm sorry. I thought the replay would be better, but it's not. However, I hope we fix the problem today. Good, good. See, it's saying something right here. It's saying I'm getting the same thing. How's it looking on that end?
It's moving now.
Is it just starting?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get into the meat and potatoes until I'm sure everything's running straight.
This in and listen?
Yeah, please do. Please for you because I try to bring perfect guests for you and try and give out good information. All right. It looks like things are going good. Thank you for tuning in. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker, Coach Clee, coming at you. I appreciate you tuning in. We are live right now. We are live on YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to it. And we are live on Facebook right now. And if you haven't already liked the page, Coach Clee page. Momentarily, it's not posted there now because I don't want you to go straight to the website without seeing this live. All right, but right now I need to know what the energy levels are. I need to know what the energy levels are like. So if you had a good day today, I need you to put a 1 in the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section if you had a good day today. And you know, I know you already know. You probably already put a comment. I like to call them character building days because you can always learn from them, you can grow from them. They're necessary for growth.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a bad day, you don't really understand how good the outstanding days are. You know, if you're down in the valley, you don't see the top of the mountain all the time, right? So if you have a quote unquote bad day, a character building day, I need you to put a 2. Looks like a peace sign. Put a 2 in the comment section if you had a character building day. Put a 2 in the comment section if you had a character building day. And this is what I'm gonna put in. I had an outstanding day because I got to sleep in. I got to get some things done. I was off today. It was a I hope you disinfected everything.
See, this is what I mean. Anyway, if anybody is on, if you are having any issues, because I did take the earphones out.
Last week, but if we didn't, please let us know. Also, I cannot see your comment, but Shayla can. So those of you who are on right now, you want that personal shout out, please type your name and where you're from in the comment section. I would guarantee you I will give that shout out. And do also understand that there's about a like I said, there's a 5 to 10 second delay. So from the time that you post it till the time that we see it, there's going to be a little bit of a delay, and we may actually be on to another topic, okay? But we will address your questions accordingly. Correct?
That's right.
Right, yeah. And like I said, check out the website, workwithclee.com. Workwithclee.com, and I'll make sure it's posted above. On that website, you will see my Pride and Joy, March 4th. It's a motivational empowerment book on helping you find your own breakthrough. Toxic situations, we talk about courage, we talk about taking care of yourself, we talk about drinking water, and so many different things are in this book, all right? We just celebrated the 2-year anniversary of this book last week, actually, on March 4th. Yep. Yeah. So check that out. That's on the website, all right? Also on the website, No Shade, All Light. Jason Brown, Clarence Thompson. Wow, I'm messing up. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. See, this is what happens. I get tongue-tied all the time. Start over. Jason Brown, Clarence Stokes, Herb Thompson. We all co-wrote this book, No Shade, All Light. It's 25 of our favorite quotes and what they mean to us. So it's over 100 quotes in this book, okay? 4 men that came together, 4 traveling brothers that came together, working over on this for, I think, over a year. So some things went well. You know how it is. Some things didn't. But it's a great book. And what's no longer on the website is the Coach Clee apparel, but I do and it's delicious. If you haven't tried, it's also on the website. We'll talk about the water momentarily, but right now we're going to move this over. I'm going to zoom in. Are you ready? You ready? It's about to be zoomed in because she's about to go ahead
and again, I see we have more viewers, so I'm just putting this out there again just because I don't want us to go the whole way through and have issues with sound. So if you can't hear it or it's choppy, please make a comment and let us know so that we can make a fix or get it fixed as quick as possible. But I do want to move right into these sponsors. We have a lot of this month, I think 5 to be exact. The first one I want to start with is the Millicent Hooper Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization that's having its first ever annual spring sparkling soiree on Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. A little bit about the foundation. It was established in 2009 in memory of Millicent Hooper to assist college students, who have experienced the passing of a parent or primary guardian, for example, like a grandparent. The foundation supports Millicent scholars in pursuing their educational dreams. So again, the event's going to be held on Sunday, May 3rd, from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Harrisburg Hershey Sheridan Hotel. There will be a guest speaker, Deisha Dreyer. Hope I'm saying that correct. She's the former special assistant to the Obamas. Also, the master of ceremonies will be local celebrity Mark Hall from ABC 27, and there will be musical guest named Focus. Please make sure you RSVP by April 15th. General admission is $65, and the contact information and the way to purchase tickets will be above in the header of this live. Next, we have CNC Hair Studio. Stop by and see Christopher O. They are located at 2033 Lingelstown Road in Beaufort Plaza. They're offering a variety of services for men and women. They also serve children as well. Precision haircuts and styles. They have coloring services, silk press, hair loss products, wigs, and extensions. And again, that contact information will be above. So make sure you stop by and see Christopher O. and tell him Coach Clee sent you.
And understand that walk-ins are welcome.
Thank you. You hear that voice from out of nowhere because you can't see it.
Yeah, not highlighted on me.
And then next we have Unrivaled Muay Thai. They are a minority-owned business that offers a variety of styles of martial arts, including Taekwondo, Muay Thai, and kickboxing. Like to mention that kickboxing is strictly for ages 12 and up, but all the other classes are for anybody can attend. They are located at 2200 Woodview Drive in Harrisburg, and that contact information is above as well. One of my favorite, Spice Girl Caterers. They are involved with big and small events. They also have monthly meal planning that they offer. For the spring season, they are offering a special. You get a free cheese and fruit tray with the catered party of at least 60 people. Just make sure you mention the Coach Clee special. Visit their website at ljspicegirl.com or message award-winning chef Jeremy Davenport on Facebook at Spice Girl Caterers, or you can find them on IG or Instagram at Spice Girl Flava. Last but certainly not least, we have T-Max Fitness Boot Camp with Sean Thompson. They offer a variety of different classes. Boot camp is held Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 5:30 a.m. and Saturdays at 7. Something that just started in March, they're actually offering evening classes. So if you are not a morning Fitness with Sean Thompson, and his contact information will be at the top of this live in the header.
There you go. Good job. Yeah, we're both on right now. We're both on. I just wanted to highlight this and let you know you did a good job. Thanks. Real quick, high five. Because since you missed last week and I had to do all that last week, it's tongue tying.
I know, it's a lot.
Job. Yeah. Good job.
And we got some great new sponsors. So
yeah, we do. And it's on me now. There we go. Hey, all right. You good to go? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce somebody who I met him very recently. I met him as of this year. However, he's going to be very impactful in this live right now. He is the vice president and a business lender of members, also an expert in starting small businesses and assisting with the growth of those small businesses, and also developing a plan to help you run and developing an exit strategy. I'm not going to get into all that right now because I'm still his thunder, but I've ran into him already. Since I met him, I ran into him in a couple of social occasions. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce Louis Motley. Thank you. Give him some likes, give him some hearts, some thumbs up. Thank you. We don't have a studio audience. Yeah, I'm going to give you.
Appreciate
your first time live?
Appreciate that. First time live.
There we go.
I'm always direct, so it doesn't matter.
You ain't Lewis, thank you very much for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it, man. It does me, it makes me feel good, and I know that you're going to give a lot of good knowledge to anyone who's watching right now. But right now, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, you know, I'm a Harrisburg transplant.
Okay.
Originally from Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Moved here when I was about 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Local kid, so to speak. I went to Central Dauphin High School.
Okay.
After Central Dauphin, I went ahead and went to St. Francis University, where I played a little football.
Mm-hmm.
I was a two-sport athlete in both high school and football. Football and track.
Okay.
Both at Central Dauphin as well as St. Francis
Okay.
University. Graduated there back in 2005 with a bachelor's of science degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then spending about 2 months on my mama's couch after I graduated, she said, "You got to figure it out. You got to do something because you ain't sitting on this couch."
It's about that time to roll out.
So I joined the Navy after that.
Okay.
I was stationed in San Diego, California, where I learned a lot, and I was around a lot of different people, and developed a lot of in the military. So
I totally get that.
you know, and from there, after military, I said, you know what, I'm not going on my mama couch no more. So I moved back here to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where I started my career in banking.
Okay.
And,
all right.
And I literally started from I've done almost everything in banking besides be the CEO.
Not yet, but that's
Not yet.
That's on the horizon. I will say that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And we're gonna. If you guys have any questions, keep the questions coming in. Shayla will definitely let us know. And thank you for sharing, giving us a little background. But right now, we're gonna pause for the cause. In front of us, some delicious Stark alkaline water, and I do understand he's already had a sip. He couldn't wait. Yeah. But this is his first time having a Stark alkaline water. So I'm gonna take a break. Would you like to take a sip with me?
Absolutely. I'm a water drinker. I drink water all day long. I don't drink any sugary drinks. I drink coffee and water. That's all I drink.
Okay.
I don't drink anything with sugar, anything with carbs in it. I'll tell you one thing. This is the best water I've ever had. I'm being honest with you. It's not filling, and some waters can be very filling. This is not filling at all. This is something that you can drink anytime.
Yes.
And I tell you the difference between cheap water and good water.
And this isn't rehearsed, and I appreciate that. It's Stark alkaline water. Alkaline water helps neutralize the acid in your body. So the more acid that your body has, the more you're prone to diseases as far as the common flu, you know, sicknesses and common colds, cancers, things along those lines. They're more susceptible in an acidic body. You take the acid outside of your body, and you're healthier. You have more energy. You have weight loss. You get rid of digestive problems. You sleep better. So many different benefits just by taking water. And this tastes like a fresher version of water. It's very crisp. It doesn't. You don't taste the aluminum or the lead like you get out of faucet water or some of the cheaper waters like he mentioned. It's very delicious. And that Stark alkaline water, that'll be listed above. That'll be on the website. So check some out. And if you haven't had some, let me know. Get at me. I will make sure you get some. We're going to jump right back into this interview. Lois, man, tell me exactly how you got the position in your bank, man.
Well, and this is a good setup because there's a person that I think we both know, Miss Vera Cornish.
Exactly.
That you know,
shout out to
that,
the
our queen, our everything. I used to call her my mom, my work mom. I sent her out everywhere, and you know, her passing, you know, was just a few weeks ago. But you know, she introduced me to the CEO of the Federal Credit Union I work for now.
Okay.
And she just said, hey, you know, she says, that guy, I think he wants to give you a job. And I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just saying, Miss Bear, stop, you know, because she always wanted to push everyone, make you better, and want you to just do better, and wanted to connect you with everyone. So I just figured it was just a connection type thing. And let you know, maybe about 6 months later, I was on board working for Members First.
Okay.
You know, but before that, I've worked for Wells Fargo. I've worked for Santander Bank. I worked for Citizens Bank. I worked for First National Bank, where I was an SBA lender. So I've had many different roles and filled many different hats in many different banks. And but Members First is definitely my home and where I'm at. You know.
Yeah. I understand. You feel pretty passionate about banking. I can tell because that's how we actually got introduced, and I can see the passion came through. And I was like, man, we got to get this information on the show because I know there's someone out there that has questions or that wants to learn more about it. So I'm pretty sure you could probably run the bank, so many different facets of a bank, couldn't you?
Yo, it's many different roles of the bank. You know, you just don't want to think of a bank. I just put my money there. You want to look at the bank as, you know, this is a financial partner of mine. This is, you know, this is a retirement party. This is might be. You know, you keep going and going and going. It's just not one part of the bank. There's many different facets of the bank, and you know, and when we go later on, you know, I want to talk about a little bit about how to, you know, go and, you know, develop that relationship with the bank.
Okay.
Instead of, you know, just thinking the bank is they just hold my money and that's it. You know, you know, there might be an investing side of it that you're thinking. There might be 401k. Might be a business owner that has 30 employees right now saying, hey, you know, I would like to offer a 401k to my employees.
Okay.
Something simple to set up. It's not no money out your talk to. I set up a 401k for my employees so they have a retirement. You know, not only does that help you as a business owner, it helps your employees, which is number one.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let me ask you this, and I know that we're going to be talking about some small businesses and so many different things on starting. Let's just say that I'm a very eager young man, okay, and I walk into your office and I have a very vague or not even a business plan down on paper, but I don't know where to start, and I want to start my own business, and I need come in there and ask for a loan.
Do your research. You know, if you're going to open a restaurant, or if you're going to open an online store, do your research. See if they're, you know, find a mentor, someone that's probably already done it before, or someone that can point you in the right direction. And then, you know, it's going to be different no matter if you're starting a restaurant, you're starting a daycare, you're starting online business. Everything's going to be different. So you want to make sure that you connect with an accountant. You want to make sure you connect with a time is money.
Absolutely. So many different things that you don't even think of. So I go in there and let's say I want to start this restaurant, and I do the first property I look at is not up to code or what I'm looking for. And I go to this next property and I find a mentor and I come up with a business plan. Now, am I still ready to get started?
No, you're still not ready to get started yet.
Okay.
You're still not ready. You
What
got
do I
your
need to
business
do?
plan. You know, you need to form LLC. Are you a sole prop? Are you S corp? Are you going to have partners? Are you the only one that is going to be running the business? What's your day-to-day operations? What should be in your business plan? What's your financials? How many cheesesteaks do you need to sell before so you can pay the bills?
Okay.
You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, I can cook," but hey, you know, your food's good on Thanksgiving. It's good on Thanksgiving, but can you do this every day and pay the bills? You know, then you got a payroll on top of that. It's different if you have a website or something like that, but now you have services that you have to pay for. You know, oh yeah, you're selling your product for $20 online, but guess what? That processing fee is going to take $1.50. Now you get $18.50. Now how you gonna ship it? Are you gonna make your customer pay for shipping and handling? It's a lot of questions that need to be answered before you get into your business. But you can definitely, I've seen it, but that's my passion. I love to do that.
It's coming through.
You know, I love to, you know, talk it out, you know, talk the numbers. And I'm a numbers guy, so I can see the number and see how that will work.
Okay. All right. So now that I'm doing my research, now that I'm getting a mentor, I'm understanding the
bank or any business, a bank typically, if you go towards a bank, there's many types of ways of getting funding. And I'm going to go over that. You can use your own savings, which you're probably going to have to use anyways if you go to see a bank. Because the bank wants to know, well, how serious are you? How much skin do you have in the game?
Exactly.
Or you just, you just want them to give you 100% financing? Typically not going to work. Now, there's other avenues that you can get funding. You can ask your mom, your dad, your family member. You can get crowdfunding, go online and do something, do some GoFundMe or something like that. Angel investors, or even small business. Now they have something called opportunity zones that you can use, take advantage of. You go to see your local officials. They can point you in the right direction on some of the grants. Because they do have grants out there that help small business owners that maybe just want to get their start. There's the SBA 8A that a lot of people don't know nothing about. So there's many different ways of getting finances, but make sure you have skin in the game. Even if you're going to get money, have your own money because something always comes up.
Okay, and right now I want to give a shout out to Jamie. And if you guys have any questions, those questions. So we talked a little bit about financing. Let's say I finally get all my ducks in a row, and I come with some collateral or some of my own money where I can get some skin in the game. How do I go about getting finance?
Okay, so you go see somebody like me, right?
Okay.
And I want to know, how much research have you done? Have you done your homework? Or is it something that you just thought of last weekend while you was having drinks with your partner? You know what I mean? Totally different.
Exactly.
And bankers are really, we seek that out. And we can see experience is key. Now, if you're a lawyer and all of a sudden now you want to open a brewery, if you got the money to do it, hey, so be it. But typically, I wouldn't recommend it. You brew beer in your backyard or your garage. That's nice, but now we're talking something of larger scale, much larger scale. With that, your kid or whatever it may be. That's the question. So you want to figure out 5-10 years from now when you start your business, not just I want to open up June 3rd. You want to think June 3rd, 2030.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Then right now, Clarence Stokes is watching. Justin Ward's on. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please tag, like, and share. So, how many businesses have you seen start from nothing, and you've seen their growth? And have they? There's some that may have fell by the wayside, but there's also been some successful ones. Can you speak about the goods and the bads and the growth of the business?
Yeah, the successful ones are usually ones that the business owners are there every day.
Okay.
Spending 60 to 80 hours in a week in their business. The ones that I see fail are the ones that they feel they open their business and now it's vacation time. And they spend only 10, 20 hours in their business, working their business. Even if it's an online business, work that online business 60, 80 hours a week and you'll become successful. It's about the work you put into it. It's not about just, hey, I got my business now and I got my online store and I'm going to sit back and I'm just going to have all these. No, you got to be still talking to people. Everyone needs to know that you have an online store. If people don't walk up to you and know that you have an online store, then you're not successful.
Exactly.
You're not going to be. Everybody needs to know your legacy. Knows what you have and what you're putting out there. Everybody know me as the money man. Now you go see him to go get money. Everybody knows that. But I built that. It took a long time for me to do that. That wasn't something that just happened overnight. Now I tell people all the time, I really don't. People come to me now. Like that. It wasn't like 7 years ago. 3 years ago, it wasn't like that. Now people come, and it's a good feeling.
I believe that. And I'm glad that you
or give it off to someone else, you got to continue to work it. You got to continue to work it. And you know, you have to know if you're selling t-shirts, how many t-shirts is going to cost for you to pay your bill. Pay your bill or get the next round of t-shirts, get the 100 t-shirts, the 200 t-shirts. I've seen a young man literally develop a t-shirt business, and from that t-shirt business, he now makes a bunch of money off his t-shirt business that he developed on his phone. Okay. So it's there. You can do it. I've seen it, you know, because I've seen his account. He making money off of that online store, nice. You know. So
you've seen the growth.
I've seen the growth, but he put the work in. I mean, this kid put the work in, you know, and that's what it's about, you know.
I see Hattie McCarter's on again. Thank you, saying that this is great information. Thank you for that comment. This is good information, and it is hitting the right ears and here. I make put your information. Can I tag it above?
Yeah, tag it, please.
Okay,
please.
absolutely.
I'm gonna have to give you my LinkedIn too, because I'm more of a LinkedIn guy than I am on the other social media networks. You know,
just like a couple other guests I had on here. One a mutual friend of ours, Sue.
Yeah. So I definitely have to get that over to you.
Okay, and I'll make sure it goes in above. So if you have any questions, make sure you get them on the right platform. Okay. But let's talk about it. You see the start of a business. You see the financing of a business. You see the growth of the business. Okay. You see a successful business, and you've also talked about where are you going to be 10 years from now, 15 years from now? Is it going to be a legacy that you're going to pass? The exit strategy. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, there's many different types of exit strategies that you can go with. I meet people that maybe be a business broker, and that business broker will go ahead and they say, well, we'll sell your business. And then maybe you're with a realtor. They help you sell the real estate, or say you just want to sell the business and you want to keep the real estate that you own. Now you're a landlord. Now you're getting money every single month instead of working every day. You just get a check from the person that's in that business, running that business on a daily. So you know that might be another strategy. Another strategies might be, hey, I'm gonna leave it to my kids and let them run it. You know, because they're passionate just as much as I'm passionate about it. It can be anything from you go from the real estate piece of it, you sell your real estate, you sell the business, and then you just cash out. You know, I will personally. Business around. You know, you're not offering some type of service, you're offering something that no one's doing and it's new, and you know, kind of like this water right now.
That's a good segue. You see that? He had to get that sip in. Absolutely. I ain't mad at you at all. So I know we talked about it, and you kind of touched on it a little bit. You kind of touched on it deeply, but can you rehash what all it takes from maybe the Reader's Digest version of from start to finish on
You know, as many times our people come and says, I have this great idea, no one's ever done it before. I do a simple Google search and it's 101 different people that do it. You know, so you got to do your research. Get with a lawyer, get with an accountant, get with an insurance agent, just so you know what insurances you're going to need, what accountant information that you need, whether if you need payroll, you not need payroll, you need workman's comp, whatever it be, taxes, taxes. You know, and then get a mentor. Get a mentor. Get somebody that possibly has done it before, even ran a business before, and pick their brain. You know, it could be someone that was highly successful, somebody that was not so successful, because guess what? They're gonna tell you everything what not to do.
Exactly. Experience is experience.
Exactly. So, you know, that's number one. That's before you even write your business plan. That number two is write your business plan.
Okay.
You write your business. Don't pay nobody to write your blueprint. That's your blueprint. Don't pay nobody to do it. You know, people come up to me, I'm gonna get somebody I'm gonna pay $250 to have somebody. So you basically, you want them to run your business, basically is what you're saying.
Okay.
Third, you definitely want to, get your business structure in place, your EIN, your permits, your licenses, your business bank account, and then also find your funding. How are you getting your funding? How are you going to use your funding? And then after that, it's more of a what were you at with the business? What type of business? Because everything's going to be a little bit different than if you're running a daycare compared to you running an online store.
Gotcha.
So from there, that's when you want to talk to a banker, talk to your lawyer, talk to your mentor that can guide you in that direction.
Okay. There's a couple of questions on the table right now. You want to read out the questions?
Yeah, there's a question from Hattie McCarter. What were some of the challenges that you've seen in working with small businesses? And she said, sorry if you already answered this.
No, appreciate that, Hattie. I can definitely answer that question. Some of the challenges that just get people to get their business together. That's really the huge hurdle because they have a great idea, but they don't have a plan put into place. And then after the plan, it's more of a working it. Again, continue to work it every single day. It's not a vacation. I mean, this is your baby. This is everything that you need. And then also I've seen business partners.
Okay.
Because when you have a business partner, you married.
Yeah.
Just hands down. I've seen I've seen a little bit of all over. And some business partner want to go to want a vacation all the time in Florida. I've seen it all. I've seen nightmare stories, but then I've seen a lot of success stories too.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of success stories.
All right. Yeah. It sounds like same thing. I would use this analogy as an accountability partner. Somebody you want to lift weights. If you want to get big, if you want to get in shape for the summertime, it's always to do the buddy system. I think it's always better to do the buddy system. So if you're going to the gym, bam, you work harder when you have somebody. And you got somebody with the you do or just a vision and that drive to work, you're going to be in there busting out weights. They're going to be spotting you. And then when it's their turn to bust out weight, you're going to be spotting them. And you both are going to be getting in shape and then building muscle, losing weight, whatever your goal is at the same time. And, growth by number. I know there was an analogy given by, I forget what kind of horses they were. But there are horses that drag a load, and if it does it by itself, it can drag a certain amount. Let's just say 5,000 pounds all by itself. But if you get two horses together and they need to drag a load, and they're both committed and they drag a load, they can drag I think 15 to 20,000 pounds between the two, twice as much as what the 5,000 pounds were. But if they were bred together and they came up together and they worked out together, they can drive 30,000 just because they know the ticks, they know each other. So I know I'm kind of taking a segue, but I'm trying to get you to understand that accountability partners like you were saying is a good thing if you find the right one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't say it any better than that right there. Absolutely.
All right. So let me ask you this: do you have any, or have you had any events? Do you have anything coming up this year? Any events with the bank or anything else going on?
We do have some events, and what I can do is I can send you links to those events that we do have. We're in the community a lot, as everyone should know. Members First. We're a nonprofit bank, so we're a credit union. So we have a lot of events that we sponsor, whether it might be the food bank, it might be Bethesda Mission, it can be working at a fair or a parade. We're absolutely everywhere. So I can send you over some links so people can join us and be part of the community, because that's what we're all about. We're all about helping the community. And so I'll make sure I'll get those events over to you, definitely.
Okay. And were there any personal accomplishments that you would like to throw out there too? I know it took a while to climb that ladder, and I know you're still climbing, but is there anything that you could throw out that you would like to share?
Clee, I set my bar so high. My mindset's more of how can I help somebody else accomplish their goals? That's my mindset, and that's how I am, and that's why I feel I'm suited for this role, what I do. because I'm always trying to figure out, okay, how can I help you? How can you connect? Okay, you're about to exit your business. I know a great business broker. I need you to connect with her. Oh, I know a realtor. Okay, I'm always constantly doing. Those are my accomplishments when those become successful.
Nice trophies.
Yeah,
living on other people's success. Absolutely. So I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna set it up this way. Okay, let's pretend on the opposite end of this camera there's a 12-year-old little boy or girl, one or the other, sitting on the opposite end of this camera looking at you, and they know you from at least the past. They know the current version of you. They know what you've done, what you're doing, what you've explained here in this live, and they want to grow up and they see you sitting there looking all smooth, got your collar all poked out, doing the money dance and all that. You look nice. You gotta see him. But they're sitting there. This guy looks smooth. This guy's got it going on. I want to be just like him when I grow up. What kind of advice would you give?
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm no different than you. I grew up just like you. I grew up in a single family home. It was just my mom. That is it. Okay. I didn't really have much structure growing up. But you know what? I always stayed. I knew something. I knew I was going to be better than what was going on around me. I stayed away from anger. Got rid of anger out of my heart.
Nice.
Got rid of being a victim. Being a victim and always thinking, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this because of A, B, and C. I always said I can do better. And not only I'm going to do it, but I'm going to be better at it. You know? And I tell you, and I want to say to go back to the anger part of it. The anger is people. I think that 12-year-old, if you got anger, get it out. You just let it go. Please. Because if you hold on to anger, nothing good comes from anger. It's the emotion that will tear you down, and you will never ever be able to go get across anything or accomplish anything with anger. Ask you this, Clee. Have you ever made a good decision when you was angry?
All my bad decisions were made while I was angry.
Thank you. You never make a good decision while you're angry. So that's number one, you know, and then you can start with that foundation. And if you have any spiritual thing, anything after that, that's on religion and stuff, whatever you want, whatever you like, that's what it is. But the anger part of it is huge. You got to have that foundation because you do not want to sit back and think, oh man, because you make that decision like, man, I should have never did. Where they want to be at now because of that decision that they made. That when so get rid of anger, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm sitting here. If I did it, trust me, trust me, you can do it. Like, and I'm being honest. Like, there's nothing special about me. It's just, you know, I just drive, and you know, everybody I meet, and go out and meet people just cause. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Do it.
Get out of your comfort zone.
Get out of your comfort zone because. People always say, well, you know, you over there, you doing this, you doing that. I said, I meet people all the time just because I walk up to them, talk to them, just because. You know, what you do, how you do it. That's how I got my first job in banking. What you do, how you do it. And the guy told me, this is what I do. I'm an investment banker. This is what I do for a living. And would you like to join me? I said, yeah. He said, but I ain't gonna pay you. Guess what I did? I learned. I sat back and learned for 4 years and did and learn.
Different styles of people, just on having conversations. You learn a lot. I love it too, and I'm glad you shared that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's some good advice.
Absolutely.
Shoot, man, look at this, man. I'm loving this. And I know we talked about a couple goals that you've had that you've already accomplished. Is there any goals that you would like to share with us that you've already accomplished? And I'll give you part 2 of that question after this.
As far as goals I've accomplished, I mean, I just like to see people happy, and just if I can talk to a young man or a young woman, and tell them exactly what I just said now, and they actually imply that, or somehow they go out. I remember I saw this one young man. I told him, I said, hey man, he was all upset, and I had the conversation. I'm not gonna go through it. Had a conversation with him, and then I saw him about 2-3 weeks later. He said, "Man, that really helped me because I wanted to cuss my teacher out one day, and I didn't do it because you told me that the anger is the reason why I'm doing it, and I had to just stop it. So I thank you for that, And just that that is more. That means more to me than you can give. I care less about money and all the rest of that. That means more to me than anything because he's gonna do that. He's gonna teach that to somebody else possibly.
Paying it forward.
That's it. That's it. I don't want to leave with it.
His life.
I don't want to leave with it. Trust me.
I like that. Cool. So, in part 2 of this question, is there what's your end game goal, if you could or would like to share with us? Like, where would you see yourself in maybe 5 or 10 years from now? What would be the goal that you would like to accomplish?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say ultimate goal, but one of the goals would be to open my own credit union.
Okay.
To mainly focus around young people and technology. And I think technology is something that is just gradually, just always something new.
Yep.
And the minds of that newness is the younger generation, the millennials, the Gen Zs, and all that. Those are going to be the creators of the next generation. So my mind is to have a credit union where it will focus on that.
Okay.
That's kind of that's in. Through an audio book, I'm at the gym and I'm listening to it, or I'm actually reading. I'm on a plane, or I'm on a train, or something like that. One of my favorite books because the laws and the rules that they apply to everyday life. And it's helped me in the corporate world. It's helped me just out in just the world. Period. Just some of the laws, never outshine the master. What's the meaning behind that?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of meaning behind that and a lot of history behind it. The book, you know what I'm talking about. Never put too much trust in your friends and learn how to use your enemies. I mean, it's certain things that you can apply everyday life, and, conceal your intent. I mean, but you can't look at it for surface. You got to really dig into it, and it will make sense. Just to name a couple things of what I really love about the book, and the reason why I read it 2-3 times a year to kind of get me back on that that level.
I understand.
It's kind of like, okay, I'm kind of way over here, because every night I take inventory of myself. Every week I take inventory of myself. I write down goals, every year, every quarter, every month, and I see where I'm at of those goals. So, I kind of take that inventory, where am I at with everything.
Gotcha.
So that kind of balances me out with the first 48 Laws of Power.
That's the second time I believe this book's been mentioned on the show, and I think I've read it a total of 2 times myself. I think it's very powerful too. It's up in my top 10 books of favorite books, and I know every time you read it, it's a style of book that once you read it, you get it for this version of yourself, and then you kind of have that growth period where you become a new version of yourself. You read it again, you get other pros and gems.
Rebranding. That's another part of the law.
Yes.
Rebranding yourself. So yeah, like, it can apply in many different ways. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites.
Good, man. See, this has been a good lot. There's been a lot of good information. I appreciate you coming on here. Is there anything that we may have skipped or anything that you would like to put out there? The platform is all yours right now.
Well, I mean, just say to that young learn how to figure out, Google it. Google it.
It's so
Don't
easy.
ask
It's
nobody.
so easy.
I had to ask people growing up. I had to go to the library. You can literally sit there on your phone and Google it. Figure out how to do this, how to do that. And it would tell you step by step. You can even watch a video how to do it. It's that easy.
It really is.
So you can't say no one showed me or no one told me. You can literally find ways of how to control how not to be angry. There's tons of research out there, and the people will go out to help you out. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. And I just thank you, man. I thank you for everything.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And this water's great. And I'm gonna take me a few with me.
Okay. Gotcha.
And,
I'm glad you like it. It's my favorite water also.
Yeah, I hope so.
I appreciate you coming through. I think we had a very productive live. I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like that there's so many things that I want to pick your brain on that we don't have enough time in this segment. I know there's other people out there that are watching that may have learned a lot and may have questions too. So keep your questions coming in. And also, like he said before, he's on a different social media platform, but he will answer your questions, definitely. And if you have anything else, stop by Members First and give him some business.
Ask for Lou. Everybody knows me. Trust me. Just ask for Lou.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely. And when I do these shows, I put on. And I say that this. Let me know how I can So if you're out of the state or out of the country, we'll make that happen too.
Talk business, So
Nice.
if you get 10, 15, we can do that and no problem.
I think we definitely can do that. We'll talk it and we'll see. We'll schedule a date for that. Absolutely.
Sounds
nice.
good.
Cool. Thank you. Make sure you live your life with the purpose and evolve so hard. First, before I give this gift, I almost jumped the gun, but I already did it myself. I got a special gift for you for coming on shows.
Appreciate it.
From Tillman Productions to you for donating your time, donating a small if they're coming because we'll check them later. But have a wonderful night. We love you. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker. And we're leaving it out of here. Don't